So I added the signatures for my two buyers. I can also add the date just by adding that in here, adding a blue one for Betty. And I am done adding initials and signatures to this form. I can also see on all of my other documents that the initials were already added because the rest of them were DocuSign forms. Again, I can switch between the forms here. If I needed to add in a text box, this is very important. So let's say I need to go up here and add in the closing date. I can choose either buyer, and then I can choose a text box. Once I place the text box, I do have the option to resize it. And I can either double click inside the text box here to start typing, or I can use this box on the right-hand side under Add Text. And I'm going to put that the closing date is on or before 11/18/2020. I don't know if that's a correct day of the week. Yep, perfect. That's a Wednesday. So once I'm using this text box, I can decide if it's required or read only. I'm going to choose read only so that it's not highlighted. And then the next most important thing is to go and down to this collaboration option and check this box that says recipients can collaborate. Since I used Brian's text box, Betty will not be able to see this text box unless I check this box. Once I'm done editing this document, I can send it. Once you click send, you'll be back in this screen with envelopes. Yours will say waiting on others or waiting for others, and mine just says draft because I did not actually send it because I don't think Brian and Betty have those email addresses. Once they sign it, it will say completed, and in documents you will see each of these forms duplicated, but instead of a DocuSign form icon, it will say signed. Just so you can see what that looks like, I popped into another room real quick. You can see it says completed once they have signed, and then in documents, once they sign, you can see that this one was duplicated. It added signed to the end, and there is a signed icon here. Please make sure that you are referring to the signed documents when uploading them. Okay, so I did go ahead and sign these outside of this video so that you could see the full thing. So we do have our completed envelope here. Back in documents, you can see that we do have 3 signed documents. Once you actually click on these documents, you'll see that it's actually been saved as a PDF. And I'm not sure why this one is so blurry, but we can fix that definitely. So you can see these have been signed, but I can no longer click in those text boxes. Same thing here, no text boxes, but they were signed, and you can see the text box I added here. All right, so we actually don't need DocuSign anymore, so I can close this window and go back to Command. So now that I have had all my documents signed, I will pretend that the contract has been executed at this point. So the first thing I want to do is go into details and change my status, my opportunity phase. And I can click on details and then use this pencil icon again. And we're going to change this to under contract. And we will say that we are in the inspection period. And now I can save this. Now in documents, I need to add in all the forms I got signed. So we're pretending that the sellers have already signed this, our offer was accepted. I'm uploading the forms that have signatures from buyers, sellers, agents, whoever needed to sign, it has been signed. So the first thing I want to do in the consultation folder is upload my KW buyer standard disclosure. This right here is a placeholder for this document, so I still need to add a file that matches this name. So I can click on Add a File, and since it was signed in DocuSign, I can choose DocuSign as the source of documents, And you'll see that each of these